Hi everybody, we're going to talk about S.19, which is applications of linear systems. We're only going to do a couple of examples because this stuff should be review for you guys. So I hope you feel super comfortable with this, and I hope these examples help you get started on the homework. Okay, so the first example, I wrote it out because the word problem is long, so I'll just read it to you guys now. A grocer wants to mix peanuts worth $1 a pound with cashews worth $2 a pound and almonds worth $5 a pound to get 50 pounds of a mixture worth $3 a pound. He wants to use twice as many almonds as peanuts. Okay, so the first thing we can tell is that there's really three variables here because we have three different things that we're going to mix together. Okay, so we're going to let X be the pounds of peanuts. We're going to let Y be pounds of almonds. Okay, and we're going to let Z be pounds of, I should do cashews just to be in order. So this is cashews and this is almonds. Okay, just to align with what's in the question. Okay, it is super important that you outline your variables for me so that I can tell what you're doing. Okay, so because we have three equations, we really want to, or three variables, we really want to have three equations. Okay, so I'm going to write the first one about weight. Okay, so if you look in the question, okay, you want to get 50 pounds. Okay, so this is really important. That means when you mix them all together, right, you add all three of these together, you want 50 pounds as the total weight. Okay, and then I'm going to write my next one about cost. Okay, so that's where all of these cost per pound come in. Okay, so the total cost of the peanuts, because they're $1 a pound, okay, times the number of pounds, this will give me the total cost of peanuts. Okay, then I would do the same thing for cashews. So each pound is worth $2 times the number of pounds. So 2y would be the total price of the cashews. And then for the almonds, it would be 5z because each pound is worth $5 and there's the number of pounds. Okay, then we're going to talk about the total. Okay, we want it to be $3 a pound, and we know that there are 50 pounds. Okay, so we could simplify this equation to be x plus 2y plus 5z equals 150. Okay, and then the last equation is going to come from this sentence right here, twice as many almonds as peanuts. Okay, so the number of almonds is z, okay, and that is going to be twice the number of peanuts. Okay. So the number of almonds is twice the number of peanuts. Okay, so now you can use any method that you want to solve this. Okay, I would probably use combinations. Okay, so let's look at how we could solve this with combinations. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is rewrite all the equations. Okay. Okay, so the last equation I've rewritten so that it's in standard form the same as these two with all the variables on the left and the numerical value on the right. Okay, now this last equation only has x and z. Okay, so I'm going to combine equations 1 and 2 to try to eliminate y. Okay, so I'm going to multiply this one by -2. Okay, then I'm just going to copy this equation. And now I can do combinations. Okay, so negative 2x plus x is negative x. Those cancel as intended, and this is 3z equals 50. Okay, so I would mark this maybe as equation 4. Okay, so now I'm going to do equation 3 times negative 3, right, so that I can cancel out my z's. And then I'll just copy equation 4. Okay, so that would be positive 6x minus 3z equals 0. Okay, and here I'll have negative x plus 3z equals 50. Add these together. These ones cancel. Okay, so x equals 10. Okay, now I can use this equation or this one to solve for z. So maybe I'll use equation 3. Okay, so that would give me z equals 20. And then I would use one of the original equations. I'll just use 1 to solve for y. Okay, so this would give me y equals 20. Okay, now remember, because this is a word problem, you want a word answer. Okay, so remember x was pounds of peanuts, so we would have 10 pounds of peanuts, 20 pounds each of cashews and almonds. Okay, and that would be my final answer. All right, let's look at a different type of example. Okay, so this one is about modeling with a parabola. We have a parabola that passes through 3 points, this, this, and this, okay, and we want to find the equation of the quadratic. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is remember that all quadratics can be written in this form. Okay, and then I'm just going to plug in each one of these points. Okay, so if I plug in 1, negative 6, okay, okay, and I could rewrite this equation as a plus b plus c equals negative 6. Okay, and then I'm going to plug in the other points. Okay. Okay, so this I could rewrite as 4a plus 2b plus c equals negative 3. Okay, and then I'm going to plug in my last point. Okay, which I could rewrite as a minus b plus c equals 0. Okay, so let's rewrite those equations and solve our system. Okay, so I've rewritten all 3 of my equations that I got from plugging in those points to y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, so I'm just going to add equation 1 and equation 3 together. Okay, so that eliminates b. Okay, and then I want to combine 2 other ones in an effort to eliminate b also. So I'll do 2, okay, and then 2 times equation 3. Okay. So this would give me 6a, b cancels, plus 3c equals negative 3. Okay? All right. So I'm actually going to take this equation and multiply it by negative 3. So that would give me negative 6a minus 6c equals 18. Okay, and then I'm just going to add equation 5. Okay, those will cancel, which was my plan. This gives me negative 3c equals 15. So c is negative 5. Okay. Now I can use either equation 4 or 5 to solve for part A. So maybe I'll just use 4. Okay. So 2a plus 2c equals negative 6. Okay. Which gives me a equals 2. Okay. And then I want to use one of the original equations to solve for b. Okay. So I'll just use the very first one, which was a plus b plus c equals negative 6. Okay, so this would give me b equals negative 1. Is that right? Nope. Don't know how to add. Should be negative 3. Okay. Now, don't forget what the question was asking, right? We were asking, what's the equation of the parabola, right? So y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. And now we're going to fill in our information for a, b, and c. Okay. So we would have 2x squared minus 3x minus 5. Okay, and that's our final answer. All right, those are the examples that I wanted to do for you guys. Like I said, I hope this is review, and I'll see you guys soon.